I like reading the comments and liking everything.
People are like cursing and everything. Like, this is horrible. Yeah.
Like, you guys are terrible up there. Like, thanks for watching.
Yeah. Everybody, this is the premiere video of the exchange, and so Stormy here from Empire Precious Metals, and we've got
Andrew, Bayshore Bullion Exchange,
and we decided that it was time for us to do something like a little bit more
together, and
yeah, something a little bit more substantial. We took
a nice little setup here too.
Totally,
yeah,
I'm trying to convince Andrew to like leave this alone, and he's like, "No, I'm going to tear it down. I'm going to tear it down. We record 1 hour, and I'm in here 6 days a week." But I think we need to keep it. But I'll
look sharp.
It looks. Sure. That's what I'm saying. Come on, it's better than you had like a little fax machine. You had a fax machine.
My printer.
You could still put the printer down there. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to fit.
I'll work it in somehow.
But, this is something that I wanted to do for a while. I'm pretty excited about it. And, some of the things that I get questioned a lot on are, what should I stack? Should I stack silver? Should I stack gold? All these different things. And, I think that one of the questions that everybody is always asking about is premiums. And, what should they do with buying certain silver pieces over certain gold pieces? And the one thing that a lot of people get confused on is like how, premiums are calculated. So
I would imagine it's supply and demand like anything else, They've certainly been changing a lot lately. You pretty much have to check daily.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had something happen to me not that long ago. I had sold... like $8,000 in quarters in face value. It was like 175,
90%.
90%. And I had looked on the website, and I had seen their bid was $1.80 over spot or something like that. And I had locked in this huge order, and when I refreshed it, it was down 30 cents to bid.
So that's what they were willing to pay
after I got my load.
Yeah,
they were much higher. They took in this huge amount, and then they dropped their premium down a little bit.
So if
it
you
has
were,
a lot
if it was
to do with supply and demand.
30 seconds. If you waited 30 seconds, you could have paid a lot less.
No.
Oh,
I caused it to go down.
You caused?
I sold. I had this lot. It was 90% quarters.
Okay.
$8,000 in face value. It was like $170,000, $180,000. So I seen this company with their bid in their ass sheet. So I called and locked it in. And after I locked in my order, they dropped their bid 30 cents.
Why did they drop the bid?
Because they just bought $8,000 in...
so they need to move it.
Well, they have enough of it. I just told you the story about the pamp bars that I bought this week.
Yeah.
And I had called around a couple places, wholesalers, not retail sales, but asking, who would pay the highest premium. And on pamp bars, one of the places says, we're full on that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what does that mean? You don't want it? And I think they were at like spot plus $2 or something like that. But, yeah, the premiums are, they have a mind of their own. It's definitely supply and demand. Some of these places, like that product in particular, they have enough of it. They don't even want it. What are they going to pay a high premium on it for?
Right.
You know what I mean?
So essentially what you've been finding is it comes down to individual companies and businesses. Yeah. If they're heavy on a certain product, they're not going to pay as strong.
Pay a strong premium on it.
That makes sense. So
but
supply
the main
and demand
stuff stays. The Eagles are pretty consistent.
Because that's fluid. That's constantly moving and exchanging hands.
Yeah. Krugerrands been a little wacky. I don't know if you've been following them lately.
I hate those coins. But
they were at like plus $8, $10 wholesale. They were at spot a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Now they're back up.
Nobody wanted them.
Yeah,
and then I guess enough people bought them and like, oh crap, we've oversold these and now we need it. Right. What do you is there any particular site that you would say to the average stacker watching our show? Would you tell them, go off of this particular site when you're looking at spot price? Because when you look at like a Kitco or you look at APMEX or JM Bullion, even the ticker on my website or your website,
it's always a little bit off.
Always different. And
yeah,
APMEX is always a lot more.
Yeah, some of them companies, when there's action in the market, they open that spread a little bit. I don't know if you ever see, like,
of course.
It's usually a $1 spread in gold, then it goes to $5.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I think even more, like $8 or something on that.
Some companies are a little, I don't want to badmouth any companies, but I've definitely noticed that. Me, I don't know what kind of ticker you have on your site, but I have no control over that.
Me neither.
I just pay for the service, and it's displayed on my.
I forget where I pull my numbers from. I pay nothing. So look at that.
It might cost me like $40 a month for my ticker, but it's a Canadian company, and you have to convert U.S. dollars to Canadian, and it's always like 36 instead of 40 or 30, 37. You know what I mean?
When we're done recording today's episode, I'll show you the ticker site that I use. That way, you don't have to.
Might be the same company.
Yeah, but I'm paying zero.
Oh yeah,
I'm paying zero.
No, mine's pretty good. Mine has other services though. Also, you can put charts on there. You could do. There's a couple different options. It's not just a ticker. You know.
So when it comes to the premiums and how they're calculated, I guess again, guys, the takeaway is that essentially
my guess is supply and demand.
Supply and demand. You know? I mean, that makes sense, right? You know, and I know I do that if I'm heavier on something, even if I'm just doing my live sales. If I'm heavy on a particular thing, I'm going to come down more on price because I don't want to carry that much.
Look at this table right here.
I know.
There's 11 100-ounce silver bars. Right?
I know.
I'm selling them at 75 cents over spot.
Flipping thing.
Nobody wants them. I wouldn't bid strong on them right now.
No.
I have 11 here nobody wants.
And what about all these?
75 1-ounce gold bars I just took in.
This guy is operating at a different level, folks. What do you have, like a little tree on the back there? What is that?
Metal ore. Yeah.
So I guess people should be looking at different websites to gauge spot price because, like you said, everything is always fluctuating. Maybe they can kind of get an idea, like an average, and obviously shop around when it comes to, you know, buying your metals. I mean, guys, I really strongly urge you to check out Bayshore Bullion Exchange because he's got prices on there that...
But I keep a small inventory. Some of these websites that we're talking about, APMEX, Bullion Exchange, they have thousands and thousands of units.
Yeah.
There's only, see these 100-ounce bars? I just took in 18. That's it. They're going on the website, and I'm not putting thousands of them on there.
Do you know how many 100-ounce bars I have on my website?
None.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. No, they're tough to move. So I put them on there cheap, 75 cents. Nobody's buying them.
Yeah.
Some of the other ones, Johnson Matthey, like that, I asked for a little bit more, but just not moving. A lot of people selling right now.
Yeah.
A lot more sellers than buyers, you know.
Yeah. And then spot price, I mean, we could get into that like another time in terms of like how that is essentially calculated, but it's
I don't think there's no rhyme or reason to that.
Nobody really knows. Everybody says it's manipulated. I don't know. I go off of what the spot price is.
You know, it's always sensitive to information. You know,
yeah.
I get these people. You always have the Fed decision. That, you know, when they release the meeting minutes and stuff like that, and like they do it on Wednesdays at 2:00. I have people that call in at 1:55 and lock in their orders
right before
that's going to happen, and they're like, I have to make a decision because if it's the news you don't want to hear, it's going to go down or up, and like, man, you have to make that decision. And it's happened a lot where I take in those orders and I say, let's see what the Fed has to say,
and then it always screws you.
It goes either way. You know what I mean?
Do you keep track? You need to keep track, like a little tally system, like how many times you've taken it up the rear, where you just have to.
It always manages itself out. You know what I mean? Whatever you lose on, sometimes you gain on it. You gain on other stuff. It's it works itself out.
Well, I think for our first episode, we are definitely going to hit our stride. We're going to have other topics. I mean, we've got 20-something topics already written down that a lot of you gave to us.
They put a good list together. We were just going over them. Some interesting
crushed
topics.
It. They gave us so many ideas.
I did this to talk about.
But I said to Andrew, pick one. What do you like? What do you want to talk about? I could go with any of them. And I'm like, all right. So, but no, it's awesome. We're going to be doing these once a week, and we'll have many more of these videos for you all. And at any time, if you have any questions for us, definitely let us know. Drop the comments down below. Andrew is reading every single one of those comments. Good, bad, or...
I like reading the comments and liking everything.
People are like cursing and everything. Like, this is horrible. Yeah.
Like, you guys are terrible up there. Like, thanks for watching.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. Thanks for the watch. Thanks for the view. But no, we're definitely listening and looking forward to doing many more of these for you guys. So we'll see you on the next one.